Okay, hello. Madonna might croak tomorrow. She might just croak tomorrow. Okay, a quick video. This is a precursor video. I'm going to try and do a couple more videos tonight. I don't know if I have time. I've already gone heavily through this decode already. I've tried to do several videos, but they just end up being too long. And as soon as I get off on a tangent, there's so much information for this date. And you already know the date. It's on the thumbnail. It's the 4th of October, okay? The 4th of October, the reason why this is so important, Madonna has several good ties back to the Future, okay? And I've gone through those tiebacks to Back to the Future before. The train in Who's That Girl, the train that destroys the DeLorean in Back to the Future. In fact, when she is the DeLorean, she is the clock tower, yeah? She's the Matrix, okay? And so the clock tower stopping at that 10:04 or the 14 is super duper important. It encodes so many more things. This, when the DeLorean gets smashed up, she's, the DeLorean, she has just come across the Golden Gate Bridge. That's St. Francis's Golden Gate Bridge, yeah? San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. Thanks, Decoder Ring, for the dates on, all the significant feast dates that you put in that comment the other day. Again, St. Francis's Day is the 4th of October. The DeLorean's coming across the bridge, that ties to the 4th of October, and is immediately smashed up by the train that's in Who's That Girl. And I think the one in Who's That Girl has the number 7 on it, and there's a double loco at the start of the train there. Yeah, one locomotive in Who's That Girl with the 7, and then a double 7, 14. But let's do the tour poster. The tour kicks off on the 14th, so they've already pushed that back. And what's interesting is 140 days from our ICU stint that's pushed the tour back now to the 14th takes us to the 11/11 of the Hoover Dam, okay? Another interesting thing with the 140 was the Queen. She dies, she's born on the 21st of April through to her death on the 8th of September. Again, another 140, okay? In this poster, or this art graphic for her tour, okay, you'll notice that we've got the red for the blood moon for the living man, okay? Obviously, something coming back into balance, somebody coming back alive again. We also have this big O, which again is the metaphysical, okay? It's all those things that we were just talking about. It's the courthouse, the clock tower, the DeLorean, the Matrix, the moon, okay? The Virgin Mary, the old crone, Diana. I mean, it's all the same symbolism, okay? Here it is, the O, yeah? The corona, okay? The crown of thorns. And it's connecting up here, the D and the N. Again, she's starting the tour off in London, the Dawn. And again, we've got the dam on one side, mad, backwards is dam, and we've got Anne on the other side, which is to do with the sun, okay? And again, I think London is I think that's a... Oh, I ain't even going to get into that. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay. Let's check out. Look what it's connecting to here. Okay, look what the O is connecting to. The D, it's overlapping here. 4 reference, okay, with the letter D. Going through the N. 14 reference, okay. This is a 414 reference as well, okay. And 414, I'll show you in the chart in a minute, is... It just, everything ties together. I'll show you in just 1 second. Again, the MA, Mary, or Mary and Adam together is joined up right here. Check it out where my cursor is. Okay? Those two things are joined. the number 13, and the number 1. Okay, 113. Okay, you'll see that number tons, but also add them together, add the 13 to the 1 is 14 again. Check out down here, 4 decades. 4 and decade is 10, 14 again. Okay, you know, celebration, the celebration of life and death. Okay, so with all that being said, let's just go to the chart, and I'll just show you again in the chart these numbers. Of course, the 14 in the middle of the status square, I've just got it written up here to remind me, but we just had the ET reference, didn't we? You know, and ET is on either side of this 14. Here's our number 14 in the middle of you know, 2 numbers here. Okay, but also you can reverse this, and we can look at the 14 that surrounds a number. Okay, the number 59. Okay, 59 is our 9/11. If you go from 9/11 in September to 9/11 in November, that's a jump of 59 days. That's when the clock stopped in Back to the Future. They show us that 9/11, and then Marty makes the leap home. So as the clock stops, there we are hidden, we are trapped in time because the clock stopped. Okay, that's also the referencing the death of the Matrix, because at that exact point, when the spark goes down into the flux capacitor and sends Marty back home, getting home back to God, back to the assembly of Christ, the Matrix dies at that point as well. The clock stopped. But also at that point, as the Matrix dies, we're also stuck in 9/11 at that point, because 9/11 has that 59-day jump where the clock is stopped, which is what we're in right now. Okay. Of course, the date in November is the big day on the dollar bill, that 10th day. And again, you know, the 59 through to the 60 is the completion of the clock cycle, you know, with the minute hand there. So, you know, it's around in circles with this stuff. The 5-9, again, we can connect this stuff back with, there's a really nice connection back with Tupac now. And again, with Tupac, he actually did a song with Madonna. And if you listen to that song, the lyrics, "You Could Be My Mother," are mentioned in it. There's also the idea, at the end of it, Tupac says he effed Madonna over and over again. And that's the idea of going back into the Matrix. Okay. So there's that song. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's something like I've got it up on a tab, but it's something like "I'd Rather Be Your Lover," I think is what it's called. And again, with the Don Illuminati stuff, the Don again with Tupac, okay, and his death on 139, okay, which comes up several times. 139 right here, which is again a 414 reference, okay. 414 reference 139, Tupac's death. 139 right here with Tupac's death. Again, they changed the Who's That Girl date of her release of a single to 6/29 instead of 6/23, and that 9/23 video that I just did for her death again is right here, either side of the 14. You know, when it finally happens, I'm sure I've covered the connections in one of my videos. You know, but again, that 139 is super important because it's the total for the 7 column, and the 7 column balances these 2 columns. Okay, so this 139 is the number that comes before 140. Okay, which again ties back to through Tupac now, and through a kind of half date in Tupac, and again, it ties back to the 10th of November again. Okay, because our 140-day jump was through to a 140-day jump from a stint in ICU Her ICU changed the date of her tour to the 14th of October, and a stint in ICU references 140 days through to the 11/11. Yeah, the day before 139 again is important with the Tupac. Tupac's doing the Jesus thing, she's doing the Virgin Mary thing. Okay. What else did I want to say about this? There's so much to do. There's so much in this decode. There's so many. Like I said, I could waffle for like several hours. I'll try and come back and just do another recap over it. But it's 49 days from her birthday, the 16th of August, through to the 4th of October. Yeah, 49. 7 sevens. Again, the 7 and the 7 combined together, like with the two trains, 7 7 combined together. Yeah, 7 sevens is the way we get to Pentecost, the returning of the Holy Spirit. Yeah, 49 days plus that, what you count that one extra Sunday, the extra day as well. And again, we're back to the number 50, to the bullseye, back to God, 50, the number 5, back to the Holy Spirit. And again, 4/9 this year, Labor Day, and 4/9, the resurrection of Christ, Easter Sunday. So, it would make sense that there would be a 4/9 encoded in there somewhere. There's so many more dates and so many more numbers. If you go do them for yourself, you can post them in the comments. I'm going to go through some of them. If it's one that I haven't seen already, I'll give some credit, but otherwise I'm probably just I might be repeating some of the stuff you're going to post here, because I'm sure there'll be lots and lots of posts. But again, if we look at this number 14 in here, and there's that 923 that we were coming off, we were making this a 9 before, and this was the 923, and this was the 9/11 this way, and this was the Queen's death here. You can't really tell. 9/8, and then 9/29, which I was getting all excited about for the Hoover Dam. Again, 9/23 points towards this number 14 again here, and then you can go through some of these other numbers like the Guy Fawkes. Remember the 5th of November. Again, this is when the flux capacitor is created. This is when Doc creates the flux capacitor. Essentially, the DeLorean comes to life at that point. Okay, 5/11. Guy Fawkes again. She marries Guy Ritchie. Okay. This date is just so loaded. Here's her gematria down here. Yeah, 172 or 127. Okay. And again, she is the Pearl Harbor. Yeah, 172. Okay, 127. I've shown you this, haven't I? Again, 410 in here would be an interesting thing to cross-reference back to, and it cross-references back to 191. And again, the 191st day of the year is when she went into ICU. I'm pretty sure the 24th is the 191st day of the year. I'm pretty sure that's the Champlain Towers event as well. Okay, so again, you go around in circles. If you go and look at the Tupac stuff now, you're going to see that the Tupac stuff is absolutely loaded with numbers that connect back to what I'm just showing you here. Again, if we change Tupac around, okay, let's make the P a B back to Madonna. Okay, back to Madonna. We'll just turn those things around. Back to Madonna. Tupac and Madonna. Amazing, isn't it, some of this stuff? I'm going to leave it there for this one. I won't want this to be short. There's so much more to this. As you can probably tell, as excitable as I am, there's some absolutely loaded number jumps. And just the symbolism with the clock stopping, her coming back across the Golden Gate Bridge, which is St. Francis's Bridge, basically, the Golden Gate. It's St. Francis's Day, thanks, Decoder Ring, is the 4th of October. Okay, St. Francis of Assisi, yeah, patron saint of Italy. She's somewhat Italian, okay. You know, just huh. what else is there? You know, it's just so bloody loaded. It's unbelievable. You know, just right as the DeLorean gets struck, she, you know, we have that 104 reference again with the St. Francis's Day. Okay, and again that 14. You know, it's super important, but it's encoding this 5-9. Okay, let me just show you two more things very, very quickly. Here's UB40, Ivory Madonna, okay, Dying in the Dust, all right. The song is food for thought. Check it out. King on the Other Side, yeah, it's like flipping of the coin again. Madonna dying on one side and the King on the other side. There's several other songs that do this. Here's the 410, yeah, the death. Here is 1-2. Here again, 102. If you go from that blooming 24th of June date again, 102 days is October the 4th. Let me show you one more. Goodbye Stranger. I didn't want to show you Goodbye Stranger yet. But that's the 12th of October. Okay, that's after the 11th of October. 11th of October is that midpoint between 9/11 and the 10th of November, okay, and it's a reverse numbers, okay, it's the same numbers. But check that out, because Goodbye Stranger is right after Breakfast in America, and we know those references already as well, okay. And the reason why that's so important is because if you go to Madonna's Hung Up song, which has got it's got a sample in it, we'll get onto the sample in just a second, but it's got the clock going off and tick-tocking, yeah, like the clock tower. And so if you go to Give Me a Man After Midnight from ABBA, which is the sample that's in there, okay, the 12th of October again, okay, 3-2-1 again, okay, ABBA 1-2-2-1, okay. The reason why that 2-1 is so important is it's the beginning of the cycle, okay, the beginning of Lucas numbers. And again, this is it here. The king has lost his crown on side B. And give me a man after, give me a man after midnight. That flip over of the clock and starting again. Give me a man now, not a fictional character, not a fictional twin. Okay. There's Madonna. There's this Time to Remember. I don't know what this is. I'd Rather Be Your Lover, but this is this song. Let's just go through this. Sod it. The Don Columinati stuff. Let me show you that. Machiavelli. November the 5th again. Yeah. See that number connect? November the 5th released. 5905. You can't write it. You just can't write it, okay? The 7-day theory. It's 7 days from the 4th, okay, when they're going to do this emergency test, okay, in the US. It's 7 days of Genesis, of creation, okay. 7 days on is the 11th of October. What's interesting about the 11th of October is when you look at the date in the dollar bill, the 10th of November, which is the reversed, numbers, that is the midpoint between 9/11 and that date. There's a balance point there. So I think there's got to be something big happen that day. There's got to be. It could possibly be the Hoover Dam that day. But yeah. So the 7-day theory. So maybe that's their theory. Maybe their theory is it's going to happen that day. To be quite honest, it's just ultra loaded, ultra loaded. There's the clock tower with the 10:04. here we do this substitute for love drowned world 509. Okay, 509 again. That's being in between those two 9/11 dates. Okay, and this is again August 24th. Again, it ties in with May the 9th. Okay, 5/9 again. Again, we're saying goodbye. The power of goodbye. September the 22nd is the death of Virgo going into Libra. Libra is the balance scales, is the cross, okay, is Christ. And again, 410 on the length of the song. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'll be whiffly waffling all day long. I don't want this to be way long, this video, but I'm telling you, it's definitely a hot day tomorrow for Madonna. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, you know. Maybe this is just referencing back to the importance of 104, you know. It doesn't necessarily have to be a death, but obviously it would put a lot of emphasis on that date. Okay, I'll catch on another one here pretty soon because I do want to go through a few more bits and bobs. But you know, she comes across that bridge. Marty's in the DeLorean. He comes across the bridge in Madonna, and it gets smashed up right there after the 10:04 on the bridge. Yeah. So anyway, and the 10:04 of the clock tower. The clock stops at 10:04. Yeah. Let's see. Let's wait and see. All right. Actually, I might. Before I stop this, I might just do the video. And in fact, I might just actually go ahead. I've given you quite a lot of stuff there. I might just go ahead and wait and see, rather than doing like 3 or 4 more videos with tons of number jumps and stuff. I might just wait and see if it happens before we do the rest of the going back through it all. I think that might be easier. I don't know. There's a couple other videos I've been wanting to do. You might have saw one of the tabs pop up there, but anyway, I will catch on another one very shortly. Okay.